A household name is proud to call a city in central Illinois home.
And that city's pride for him can be seen all over town. WCI3's Emily Braun takes us to Danville, the home of Dick Van Dyke, and this week's Destination Illinois.
Dick Van Dyke, Danville High School, class of 1944. It's only fitting he performed here 2 years ago in what's now called the Dick Van Dyke Auditorium, because that's where it all started.
He was a star here in the local area, both in music and stage, and was extremely well liked. Of course, no one was surprised that he was so successful.
Mark Denman showed us his legacy that lines the hallways and fills the entire campus, depicting the humble beginnings. His acting career took off. It's well documented in Danville's Fisher Theater, where Van Dyke used to watch movies as a kid. Now his movies and valuable props from them are in display cases. And Carol Nichols is touched by his continued love for this theater and the city.
For people my age, he was part of our lives growing up, and it was always so special to be able to see the Dick Van Dyke Show on television and have him talk about Danville.
If you're a Dick Van Dyke fan, that's just a couple of places you can visit in Danville, but if you're traveling, there's even just a quick stop you can make along your way.
The owner of this McDonald's got permission from corporate to make this a special landmark. The Golden Arches here also hold pictures of the Golden Stars of Danville, Illinois, including Dick Van Dyke.
And it shows kids in our community that they came from here, and I too can follow my dream and be successful.
That was Emily Braun reporting for us. Van Dyke also visited Danville in 2004. He stopped at the high school. Now, the principal at the time told us a student asked Van Dyke to sign his shoe, and at 78 years young, he got down on his knees, signed it, and popped right back up. As mentioned in the story, Dick Van Dyke isn't the only star from Danville. Of course, there's also Jerry Van Dyke, his brother, Gene Hackman, Bobby Short, Helen Morgan, and Donald O'Connor. A number of them came back in the 80s to help save the Fisher Theater when it faced an uncertain future.
And when Dick Van Dyke came back to visit in 2016, he visited his childhood home. That's being turned into a Dick Van Dyke museum. We have video of his tour of the home. Just go to IllinoisHomepage.net.